Kane and welcome to Ask Gareth. The idea here is very simple. You ask me questions about corporate social responsibility or business sustainability and I answer them. The clue's in the name. And the question this time comes from Jenny Eklund, who's an independent sustainability practitioner, and she asks, "Dear Gareth, how do you make sustainability the new normal?" Now, Jenny's slightly tongue-in-cheek here because this is one of my mantras all the time about, you can't have sustainability as this rarefied thing or nice to have. If you want to do it properly, it has to be so embedded into the organisation that nobody notices. It's just perfectly normal behaviour, normal things happen, etc, etc. Normally, in one of these Ask Gareths, I do 3 steps to achieve whatever the questioner asks, but this time it's so big I'm going to have to go for 5, which also means I'm going to have to spin through them rather quickly, so bear with me. Number 1, you need buy-in from the top. This is essential because the level of change you'll require and the leadership required to make the cultural change you require you will not need commitment from the top, and they will also need to be seen to be committed in order for those changes to filter down through the organisation. Secondly, you need to find the sweet spot between business success and sustainability. You need to maybe change your business model to align the whole business to sustainability, because in that way you'll get a virtuous circle of delivering on sustainability things and business success. If you don't do that, you're pulling in 2 different directions, and usually business purpose will win and sustainability will lose, so it won't happen. Thirdly, you have got to set ambitious stretch targets for your organisation and for the whole value chain, so from raw material extraction through to the eventual disposal of either your product or whatever products your service uses. And that is essential, because if you make incremental targets, you'll only make incremental changes, and in this case we're talking about very large scale wholesale changes. Stretch targets also send out a message to all other stakeholders that you're serious about this and things are going to change. Fourthly, you have to wield the axe. Now this is very important. What you stop doing is as important as what you start doing. So if you have a product which is completely unsustainable, you will have to get rid of it. There's no 2 ways about it. You'll have to replace it with another one. Now you should be using your sustainability strategy to generate that new product or service, whatever it might be. B&Q famously did this, not with one of their products, but one of the things they could have stocked. They refused to stock patio heaters when patio heaters were in vogue. They said, we are not going to sell a product which is so environmentally destructive, and it sent out a huge message to the rest of the world. And the 5th thing, which sounds really obvious but very few people actually do it, is you have to align responsibility with authority. Now what do I mean by that? If you look in most organisations, all the responsibility for sustainability is with a sustainability manager or an environmental manager who has no authority to change anything. So you have to make sure that people like your product development managers, your business development managers, your procurement managers, your operations managers, production managers, all those people with responsibility for the day-to-day running and making decisions day-to-day, all need the correct objectives written hardwired into their job descriptions, so that at the end of the day these things happen. You cannot deliver sustainability from a green silo. Now, the triple bottom line here is, going back to point 1, leadership is the difference between the best at sustainability and the rest. And that's because you will not get to the new normal if you don't have that clear leadership. Okay, Jenny, I hope that answers your question. Jenny and everybody else, would you please put your comments, your views, your case studies, your examples, whether it works for you, whether it doesn't. If you could put that in the comments below the video here, that would be very useful, and I will answer any questions arising from that. If you like this video, if you find it useful, then please share it with your friends, colleagues. Feel free to embed it in blogs or anything you want to use it, and sign up. This is important. Sign up to the Low Carbon Agenda, which is my monthly bulletin, which will notify you of every future edition of Ask Gareth and loads of other hints, tips and everything else as well. And remember, whether you're making incremental changes in the environmental performance of your business or facilitating massive step changes in sustainability, it all counts. You're making the world a better place and you should be proud of that. Till next time, goodbye.